Alright, we are live on XDA Podcast number 2.
Oh wait, we're live right now.
Yeah, we're live right now, boys. Hey. These. I think we're live. We should be at least.
Hey everybody.
Alright, we are live on XDA Podcast number 2.
Now what?
So yeah, today we're talking to XDA's youngest paid member under a contract NDA, all that jazz, and that is Thomas the Great 2.0. Thomas, are you here?
Yeah.
That's him right there, the youngest XDA team member. He's quite the man, right, Tommy?
I think we just said.
Yeah, I'm quite the man.
Yeah, the podcast is gonna go quite rough.
Oh shit.
We're gonna.
play a fucking game if you guys would fuck off.
Oh, I'm muting him. Just mute him.
Fuck, you guys are annoying. Like, no one cares about your little podcast.
Then why are you here?
So I can play Binding of Isaac Rebirth.
Why does he have to be in our podcast channel to play?
Does that have to be like right
I
now?
mean, where else would I fucking play that retard?
I'm not in the.
You just want me to
podcast.
screen share it to you?
I mean, I'm down. I'm down to watch that.
I mean, I would love to watch, but we're currently on a podcast, you know?
Okay, well,
Yeah, but no one's
I'm
watching.
currently playing Binding of Isaac Rebirth.
Dude, why do you have to be so annoying?
Yeah.
Why do you have to be so fucking annoying?
I'm talking to you. I said that first.
Well, I asked, I referred the question back to you. It's not a big deal.
X. That's why I clicked it. I clicked X.
This man's actually streaming The Binding of Isaac.
This guy's actually streaming.
He's actually streaming it.
I just flew up.
Oh shit.
That's quite crazy.
It's
Crazy. Bro.
wild. Fuck.
Yeah. But Tommy,
Stick, shut
Tommy,
up.
On a
Yeah.
fucking
You're like, stop.
What?
We're in
What?
the middle of, oh wait. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I can't even watch.
Fuck
Yeah,
off,
bro.
bro.
If you
So,
just,
So Tommy, what is it like being the youngest XDA member?
I'm pretty famous. Pretty known. Well known.
He's
I'm
a-
a pretty.
Except no one knows you.
I'm a pretty famous man.
He's pretty
Yeah, but-
famous in the Rust community. Let me tell
I'm
you.
pretty famous. I'm pretty famous.
The rest of
I'll be right back. I have to go get my my food.
Oh,
I'll be right back.
Be back in a jiffy.
The drink. Sam.
yeah. That's Tommy for you right there. Youngest paid member. He only makes about, I'd say, 23,000 a year under the XDA contract. Wouldn't you say that's about accurate, Stick?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, just not a whole lot. He makes a good bit. He's also a Rust player for us. He plays competitive
Fuck is there a boss here?
competitive Rust. I think we'll give you a peek, Jesse. We'll see what you're playing here. Let me just pull this to the main monitor here. And we're gonna watch this. This is insane
Fuck you,
gameplay here.
bro.
Insane
I
gameplay.
got half a heart, man. Fuck me.
Damn, bro, you died.
We're gonna go new run. What character are we playing as here, man?
Yeah, play as that character. You know that one right there.
Which one? Isaac? Fuck Isaac.
You play as Yeah, plays that one.
Lazarus?
Yeah, right there. Keep on playing.
Oh, fuck you, bro. I used to be bomb at this game. I'm dog shit now. Fuck off.
I'm quite confused of what I'm watching.
Alright, I'm back.
Yeah, welcome back, XT Nova. No, Nova. While Tommy's not here, what's your opinion on XDA Thomas? On Tommy here.
Thomas?
Yeah, on
I
Tommy.
mean, he's a little. Am I allowed to say curse words?
Yeah, you're allowed to cuss, just no racial
Okay.
words.
He's like a little shit. most of the
Yeah,
time.
pretty much. He's quite rowdy. I mean, he is young though, so he's not mature.
Yeah, he's rad.
I mean, we're all toxic. Yeah, we're all toxic.
Guys that just want to beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, but sometimes you just want to beat the living fuck out of him. I feel like I'm his parent 95% of the time being around him because he is so young.
But overall,
Yeah, overall he's a good kid.
yeah.
Oh, fight.
I mean, for the most part, other than all the people he messes with, how toxic he is, and some of the things he says.
Toxicity with him is quite high.
Yeah, he's quite the toxic. I wonder.
Joking around, it's like joking toxicity, but other people don't know that, so people actually think he's that toxic.
Well, no, like when he's playing Rust, he's dead serious. He's not. It's no joke. He's being when he's like toxic with us. You know, like we're the boys, so it's like it's not as serious. But like,
Like it's all serious.
yeah, nobody else knows that it's a joke. Everybody else thinks. You know, well, nobody really.
This kid's really toxic.
Yeah, but thankfully though, a lot of the people don't see the behind the scenes of the friend group and the insider. Like on the podcast, we're pretty mellow, we're pretty chill, but off, you know, streams, behind the cameras, off YouTube videos, and off the media, it gets quite rowdy. You know what I'm saying? In the XDA house, the studio.
Like, crazy.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do an at here in my Discord server. At here, live on podcast.
In the podcast, we're like we all kind of chill out. Like, get
How's the podcast going, Zach?
Right there he is.
What's going on, guys? Thomas the Great's back.
The podcast is going great, Tommy. But yeah, like I feel like, you know, for Tommy, example, like when we're not on the podcast, he's Tommy, you know. But again, it's like, you know, Tommy, I'll even say it here right in front of you. Sometimes we feel like we're your father because you're just so young. You know what I mean?
And you don't have a father figure.
And you don't have a father figure. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
you know, like a 1 year age difference, so that makes sense.
I mean, it's about 10 years. Don't get too
you
ahead of
you
yourself.
are the youngest XDA member.
Wait, how old is
Well,
Thomas?
Fucking.
He's like 8. He's like 8. Yeah, 8 or 9.
What? Okay, yeah, you're right. I'm 8. No, I'm 8.
But on contract, he's 13, so he's legally able to be
On
a slave for us.
I would be 14 because I'm 14. Yeah,
I
retard.
don't remember this.
Yeah, I don't
When I
ever.
first met Thomas, I literally thought Thomas was a 5-year-old.
Yeah.
Well,
Yo, what's
he's
up,
8 or 9.
Zactovia? Welcome to the podcast, my man. Welcome
Yeah,
to
no,
this.
but when I fucking met you, I thought you were an immigrant from fucking Syria.
No, actually, you really liked Nova when you first met him.
No, I didn't. Oh
Yes,
yeah,
you
I did.
You brought him into.
I was asking him for the premium nose job.
Yeah.
Everybody was asking me for
Nice, man.
He never got it from me though.
Yeah.
I probably have I owe a lot of nose jobs.
Yeah, you need to give me one for that too,
I'm
Nova.
not giving you one
Why?
because you deranked me.
D-ranked. Yeah, also Jesse. So
Someone.
and maybe like like obviously we'll bring you back, but we need to clickbait you for views. Like XDA stick is back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course.
Because next podcast we're bringing on a third worlder female, and she's just gonna explain to us what it's like to be a third world in an illegal relationship and a few other things. And then yeah, and then we're also
Like this time.
no 7:00. Yeah, well this time another person was supposed to come on the podcast today.
3 people. We switched the topic like 3 times.
Yeah, so and Tommy was here, so we just kind of used him
Yeah, he was
for this
here,
podcast.
So
We just kind of used him
his presence.
because next time, and hopefully I hope to God, Code Primate, if you're listening to the podcast somewhere,
Fuck you, Code Primate!
Fuck you.
slide Code Primate, slide in my DMs, bro, because
I
not in a weird
shot
way,
my children on Grand-
not in a weird way, because yo, gotta hop on the podcast, just me, you, and Peep, and discuss some YouTube topics. And nothing really involving XDA. Because I remember Grant, me and him were talking about the podcast and some things like, well, not Peep Guy, me and Peep Guy were talking about podcast topics and discuss what it's like being a family-friendly Roblox YouTuber, as we're like clickbait, snappy YouTubers, and more of a mellow YouTuber, and discuss things like that. But yeah. So, what's up, guys?
You haven't said anything while you're gone.
I know, it's all good. But yo.
Keep asking just to put the on, shit.
Yeah.
Fucking Heath and his cute little daughter.
Bro,
Stop.
it's like those really
Stop.
old like Heath chocolate bars.
Fuck is a Heath chocolate bar?
They're terrible.
They're like disgusting fucking old man candy.
Well, I can't eat chocolate.
Literally. Like 50-year-old like Heath Haskins type candy.
Oh my god, you guys are so fucked up.
How old is Heath? Like 30 now?
I don't know.
A
You're like-
52?
What?
What?
Yeah. How many minutes are we in the podcast?
What do you mean give Code the opportunity?
You're
The
giving,
opportunity
you're
for
giving
what?
him that age? That's like fucking 65. He's like a grandpa. They're fucking now.
This
Grammy's
is
probably his wife.
Grammy rides around in a fucking moped.
that's baby girl.
That's moped guy.
But
Baby girl. What the fuck?
yeah.
Just so
Yeah.
you wanna tell us?
Just Stick,
It's
Stick,
no.
you're banned from the Discord. for
I'm
spamming,
on multiple accounts.
for spamming the N-word, and you ping me. You ping me to bring me in on it.
I mean, you told me to do it.
No, I did not.
I can call up the DM.
Okay, Jesse. We were literally. You had I had no idea. I was just vibing one day, and I started getting pinged from you, and it's just you.
Maybe you shouldn't have been telling me to use the N-word.
Okay, well I got banned for making fun of an autistic, deaf, fucking blind kid.
There's no reason to ban someone for that.
Yeah, I know.
And-
like it's
no,
not
no,
my
no.
fault. He's a retard.
I got banned for saying I had gas inside my BMW, and the admins thought I was talking about weed. They had weed in my
Marijuana.
yeah.
Narcotics. You don't want to get banned here, now, do you?
Yeah, you're right. You two. I don't want you to ban me for underage smoking.
I got. Remember that time we were in VC
Underage,
with
I mean, it's not
Zach,
legal
remember
everywhere
that time we were
either.
in VC with Fezzik and I was like, "You want to see my fucking 12-inch screwdriver?"
I don't remember.
And Fezzik's like, "Come on now, let's not talk about that." And then I sent him a picture of it.
So it's a Phillips head.
No, it was a fucking screwdriver, and he goes, "That's not even a big screwdriver." He's like, "I have bigger screwdrivers than that on a daily basis."
That's a little weird.
And yeah, I started fucking dying laughing.
Yeah.
My screwdriver's bigger than yours, pussy.
Some good memories, and I forget. I said something else that was like something like that. No, my big clock. That's what it was. My big clock. Remember that? I said I had a huge clock, and it was like Big Ben on a tractor and trailer, and then I got in trouble for that.
I talked to Grammy and I told her I was a mature young man now.
Yeah.
She said, "Oh really? That's glad to hear." I said, "Yeah, and let me back in that gay ass server."
so messed
Why
up.
are you telling people to use the N-word?
Yeah, bro.
It's not my fault. Black people are retards. Oh.
Fuck, Thomas.
Tommy!
Tommy.
Oh no.
No,
Tommy
Tommy.
said something bad.
Bad word.
Never heard that one before.
Yeah, it's not like we've ever heard Thomas say
Who
something like.
taught you those mean words?
As we were just bragging about being Tommy's father figures, and then this happens.
We start making.
Oh, I was not bragging. I feel terrible when I take over.
Yeah, I'm
like
embarrassed.
watching
I'm embarrassed riding with Tommy's mom in her shitty ass '85 Chevy Impala,
1975 Chevy Impala.
fucking bouncing around with Tommy.
It's actually a pretty nice car. Handling really nice.
The fucking
Handling
beat up interior.
handles like a fucking boss.
Mhm.
You should try it out one day, Zach.
This was brought up.
Yeah, unlike you, Thomas, I'm able to drive. I'm old enough to operate a motorized vehicle, Tommy.
Yeah, you don't even have your fucking
technically
license.
anyone can operate a motorized vehicle. It doesn't necessarily have to be legally.
I mean, legally, I can operate a motorized vehicle, Thomas. You still got what, 10 years before you're able
I don't
to?
think you have a license.
I have a permit now. But-
Okay, well you need to someone else in the vehicle.
Okay, so I'm Helga in the car with me. Helga will be my 10-12. She'll be my shoddy ride or die.
10, 12. Okay.
She's my
Doesn't it
shoddy.
have- Does it have to be your parent guardian, or could it be?
No,
any
it can be
guardian?
anyone 18.
Um,
Oh,
Yeah.
deep that tweet.
But if you get in a car accident with the person in the car with you, it's their responsibility.
Denouement.
Yeah.
So like if I was when I'm riding with Helga, even though she might be my sugar mama, my tiger king or my shoddy.
what the fuck? My tiger. My tiger.
Tiger. It wasn't even
my
tiger.
tiger.
Yeah, my tiger king.
My tiger king. What the fuck does that mean?
You wanna elaborate?
Yeah, you mind explaining?
Need some elaboration.
You know, she's like my shoddy.
My
No, I
shoddy.
don't know.
My shoddy. Okay.
Just repeating back what I say.
My shoddy.
Oh my shoddy. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
Oh my god, Jesse. Look at the
Oh my
mess he
god.
made. I heard his
Don't worry
sister
about it.
like in the background.
Wait, that like kind of distance.
Alright.
The fires in the background.
Suck a taint,
Shut up.
bitch.
Crap top.
Tommy.
Sorry.
Yeah, I don't think this topic was brought up in the last podcast, but what are your
Let's hear it.
guys' opinion on quarantine? Like,
On
is
quarantine?
it, like,
Oh, you know, I fucking
I mean-
love it. I sit inside, fucking vape, and fucking.
That's the douchiest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. I just sit inside and vape. Like he's a professional vapor. He's practicing because his season is ruined. He's like
Fucking babe.
he's like laying up it like backwards on his bed, tossing
I
his
mean,
vape
tell
around.
me a better fucking life than that.
Oh, you know, he's
Yo,
drinking
you
beer.
pull up and vape, dude.
Dude,
Should I have a sick vape stash?
bro, I bet you don't even have mango
Oh,
pods, bro.
shit.
Dog, I'm rocking all the pods. Cute.
I bet you don't have cock pods. Shit.
No, you know, cock doesn't really interest me a whole lot.
Bullshit.
It's me. Why?
Be interested about mine.
Oh, you right, you right.
I'm always right.
He's always.
When am I wrong?
He's fucking sticulous.
I am. Factual. Fucky
love-
wucky.
I love you, Snap.
Fucky wucky.
Are you my blueberry?
Fucky wucky.
Are you my blueberry?
Absolutely not.
bruh?
Economy, full map RP. Business / player owned shops.
Yo, Stick, you wanna play on a free roam server?
A free room server?
It's called RSM Free Roam. All you do is you could get any car in the fucking game. I just ride around and fucking make fun of people and call them the N-word.
Commentary.
No,
Tommy.
you don't do that. That's racist.
No, actually, do you want to play on it or no?
No?
Like,
Just look at it. It's called RSM Free
B
Roam.
menu server?
Yeah.
No.
No, like you don't have to grind.
No.
It's like a free roam server. You just
No.
walk around.
No.
Okay.
this podcast is epic.
Yeah, this is probably the best podcast ever, hands down.
Yeah,
Well,
No.
because right now we're not monetized, so the podcast isn't ruined quite yet. But once we get monetized, we'll be quite friendly.
Well, it's only good because I'm in here.
Let's find
Yeah.
a new 5M server.
Yeah.
There
Yo,
isn't
by
any
the
other
way,
than-
boys, me and Grant were talking yesterday. Soon as we get we start getting paid from the podcast, which is probably gonna be like months from now. We're gonna use all the money we get from the podcast to buy like all the XDA boys merch and shit. So it'll be pretty cool. Like every month we'll be getting like new different types of
I
merch.
mean, I could just buy it myself. I'm not poor.
Hoodie's so bad. Like, actually, I'm serious.
Yeah, no. Me and Grant were talking about it yesterday. Like, I genuinely want to make XDA merch, and like I would like to expand it into something like instead of it
Maybe
just
I
being
could,
like,
I can buy it.
Like
Yeah.
the tits.
Like, go to school rocking my XDA merch.
oh, dude, I would wear an
joined a
XDA.
gaming clan.
Well, it's not really. It's like
XDA with sweater and XDA backpack?
Yo,
An
let's join
XDA jogger?
LGBTQ friendly community.
Yes.
Oh my
Five
god.
Up.
No.
Please.
Really balanced facts
Oh,
though.
it's whitelisted, guy.
No,
Damn, bro.
actually,
Quite literally.
quarantine.
Oh, it's sick. I think I tried to join it. Isn't the Brazil one? It's like Brazilian.
I don't know. I'm joining a server called a Lavish Lifestyle.
I think I
Oh.
know what you're talking about, Tommy. I tried to join that. And
I'm joining a server called a Lavish Lifestyle.
What a server.
Is it a podcast or a commentary? Like, what is this?
it's a little bit of both at this point.
We're just playing a little 5 up.
Alright, but no, actually, like, I'm curious. Like, how has quarantine affected you guys' lifestyle? Has it changed anything?
Yeah,
No,
100%.
I sit inside
Mine-
and play fucking video games and vape. That's all I
My
fucking
life
do
is
every
pretty much ruined at this point though.
Good.
I'm not ruined.
bitch, you should've died
Yeah, I
in
don't
the
think I'm
hole.
going anywhere in life.
Well, no, like
I think we're all gonna end up in Texas, like working minimum wage jobs.
just paying for our fucking mansion. Like we're like paycheck to paycheck, and it just pays for our house so we can flex on it.
Yeah, that's
But we
it.
barely
No
can afford
power,
it.
No nothing.
Yeah, we just have a nice driveway, a pool that's just full of fucking
We
algae.
have one car, and it's how it
Yeah.
is.
I like
No,
the car.
it's-
The family car.
It's Tommy's Honda Odyssey. It's a minivan. We're all whipping around and working it. But
Got
fucking
DEA written all over it.
it's like a chopped off muffler. It sounds like a fucking racer. Here
It has,
comes
like,
the.
stick-
It's straight
you'll have
pipe.
to look up. It has like stickers on it, like the
Straight
family
piped Honda Odyssey.
It has like
With the
XDA spray
fucking
painted on it.
PJT swap.
We all roll up to fucking work with it.
Nah,
We all work at the same
Pepper?
fucking McDonald's.
Yeah.
yeah.
Can we please get our work switched or
Our
schedule switched
manager's
soon?
name is like Javier.
Dude, imagine if we all worked though at somewhere like a fast. I don't like no work would get done if we all worked somewhere like fucking McDonald's.
No, we fuck around.
We need to do that. One of us just needs to become the manager. Let's just run the fucking.
I could so see Tommy like somebody comes up. It's like, hey fag, how can I help you? it's like what?
Some fat ass
Yeah.
fucking sandwich.
What's up, fat ass? You were here last week. Don't you think it's a little time to cut off in the McDonald's?
Someone orders like a fucking big meal. Jesus.
1 million
Christ.
starting cash.
It's like Jesus Christ! I can smell your fucking.
I could smell the fucking extra
So
skin
join this
on your
1 million
tongue.
starting cash server.
No, it's awful. All servers are awful.
No, I'm joining it right now.
Dustin Ellenwood's stream server was the best. Let's be real here.
It was.
Due to the dead child.
What?
What's up?
That wasn't.
That
wasn't-
server got dropped.
that wasn't sick. That wasn't cool.
I laughed.
We're gonna talk about now.
Don't do that shit again.
Nah, I'm just busting your balls, pulling your G-string.
How far are you
Tugging on your
pulling?
nut hair.
How far are you pulling?
But, like,
Are you guys gonna join this 1 million starting cash server?
I didn't take quarantine as serious.
Can you
because I
shut
think it's
up, Nova?
Nova, shut up about
No-
fucking
No one,
quarantine.
no one really cares. I'm having the time of my life in quarantine.
Yeah, Sam, I do fucking nothing.
for the past 3 minutes.
Nobody fucking cares about quarantine, Nova.
Like, I'm either working or playing video games. There's no in between. Actually, there is an in between.
I just sit here, fucking vape and
Tommy, where do you get
Can I be on the podcast?
where do you get pods from?
I don't. I have a couple bottles of juices in the closet.
Okay. What happens when you run out?
Well then,
I'll be
with that I'm gonna
honest,
fucking
boys,
kill
the
myself.
Bro, what is the
podcast
loading
is
screen music for the server? It's bomb.
Alright, I'm out of here. This podcast is going to shit.
Alright, bye.
Hi, buddy.
Ooh.
God, he fucking left. Holy fuck.
Hey.
What a fucking smelly dog.
Can't hear you guys over this GTA loading screen music.
Oh, thank God that retard's gone.
Facts.
Utter
Huge
fuck
nose,
on.
man. Huge nose on that one.
Huge nose shit stain.
Smell me later.
But it's up there.
Stick, I love you.
No, you don't.
Hmm. Maybe if
Yeah,
Nova
yeah.
comes to that podcast, we can try to hint at them to get together because let me tell you, Nova's not 18, so it wouldn't be illegal. They got nose similarities, skin complexities.
Isn't Nova dating Ella?
Oh yeah, you're right. We need to get Ella on a podcast. Well, I think she's
Supposedly, like put him on Mariam, so.
yeah. I like while Ella is here, we'll be like, so Nova, how's you and Miriam?
Oh yes, yes.
Uh,
yes.
just-
like dating Mariam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to stir shit with what's his name, with Nova.
Be like, yeah. Be like, Nova, you called your fucking girlfriend a whale? What the fuck?
Wait, she was joining.
Should I clip? Wait, was that on the podcast when he said
What?
she's I?
Yeah.
Wait, what's that?
Pull that clip up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How
well-
do you feel about this?
we'll review the clip on podcast, and we'll be like, so is this your all right girlfriend that you said you wish you could upgrade? And then we'll review the clip. Nova's probably watching. He's watching that pod. I think he said, "Fuck that." I knew he was watching. I knew he was watching. She ain't coming on them. No. We're joking though, but it's all jokes. But yo, we need to get her on. That'd be cool. If you would like, we can script it prior, so you know all the questions we're gonna ask her. But you know, we gotta bring up the main question I want to know is what it's like to be a victim of a simp, and if she's ever
Hear my keyboard?
thought or planned on sucking on your nose. He's just like, fuck that then.
Dog, do you hear my keyboard?
Yeah, I can hear it, bro.
Better be. You better be able to hear my Cherry MX Blue switches.
Oh yeah.
I think I might buy a new keyboard, bro. I don't like this one. It's so bulky. It's kind of ugly.
Stick, what's the server you're on called?
I don't even remember.
What's it called? So I could join.
I don't. I told you I don't even remember. So how would I tell you?
Are you still in?
And then
yeah, I'm in the server.
What do you mean
Well,
completely go off script?
Click escape or something. Find it out.
Well, I'm making my character. So,
Oh man.
bro, no one cares. No,
Stick, what's it called?
I don't know, Tom.
Oh my god.
Jesse, what the fuck's your mom on about?
I don't fucking know. No.
Shut up, bitch.
it's just
Shut up.
I can't wait for the day. Yeah, your mom just comes in your room. I ain't having a Nova day. She just fucking whips you off her chair.
She wouldn't. She would never.
Stick. I'm
My mom's
actually,
too nice for that, man.
I'm getting pissed off.
Tommy, I can't tell you until I make my fucking character.
Alright, fine. Should I wait?
I don't know. Just 1 million stars. I can really tell you.
I don't know what the server is. I'll type in chat.
Can I type in chat? Well, yeah.
Say, what's the server called? I'm gonna take a shit. I'll be back. Let me know, Stick.
Bro, I can't even like turn the camera around on the. Actually, my numb lock might be on. Fuck's numb
Oh
lock.
yeah.
Can't see it.
Hey, we're gonna end the podcast there. I think
shit.
tomorrow.
Admin menu.
Oh no. I think maybe tomorrow we might do an episode, and we might have the first female to ever join.
IRP.
Alright, he's gone. He's not here. But type that in chat, in the general chat, and I'll join you here in a minute. But I think tomorrow, hopefully, we can get the first female to ever join XDA, aka XDA Kate. That'd be pretty cool. Get her on here, and then we also have another podcast coming up with
Yeah, I'm off work tomorrow, so.
You are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wait, what's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Friday. Yeah. We and then I think Saturday Miriam's coming on. So that would be a nice podcast. Hopefully Nova can get his shit worked out with his girl. And then she'll come on and we'll interview her. So that's 2 podcasts right there for sure. And then Kate comes on for a podcast. There's 3 podcasts.
I work
And
all
then-
next week,
Yeah.
most likely.
And then hopefully Grant will be there then. So we can do them on a couple next week. And then I would like to space them out.
Mm-hmm.
And then do podcasts once a week. At least, you know. But thinking of a title, man, they're hard. We thought of this one like right off the top of our head, so we should be pretty good. But that's been today's XDA podcast. I think we'll be here for another podcast here soon. So thanks for everybody who is watching, listening, or